Quillwork is a form of textile embellishment traditionally practiced by Native Americans that employs the quills of porcupines as an aesthetic element. Quills from bird feathers were also occasionally used in quillwork. History. Porcupine quillwork is an art form completely unique to North America. Before the introduction of glass beads, quillwork was a major decorative element used by the peoples who resided in the porcupine's natural habitat, which included indigenous peoples of the subarctic, northeastern woodlands, and northern plains. The use of quills in designs spans from Maine to Alaska. Quill working tools were discovered in Alberta, Canada and date back to the 6th century CE. Cheyenne oral history, as told by Picking Bones woman to George Bird Grinnell, says quilling came to the tribe from a man who married a woman who hid her true identity as a buffalo. His son was also a buffalo. The man visited his wife and son in the buffalo home, and, while among the buffalo, the man learned the art of quilling, which he shared with the women of his tribe. Joining the Cheyenne Quilling Society was a prestigious honor for Cheyenne women. Upon entering the society, women would work first on quilling moccasins, then cradle boards, rosettes for men's shirts and teepees, and ultimately, hide robes and backrests. Porcupine quills often adorned rawhide and tanned hides, but during the 19th century, quilled birch bark boxes were a popular trade item to sell to European Americans among Eastern and Great Lakes tribes. Technique. Quills suitable for embellishment are 2 to 3 inches long and may be dyed before use. In the natural state, the quills are pale yellow to white with black tips. The tips are usually snipped off before use. Quills readily take dye, which originally was derived from a local plants and included a wide spectrum of colors, with black, yellow, and red being the most common. By the 19th century, aniline dyes were available through trade and made dyeing easier. The quills can be flattened with specific bone tools or by being run through one's teeth. Balls were used to punch holes in hides, and sinew, later replaced by European thread, was used to bind the quills to the hides. The 4 most common techniques for quill work are applique, embroidery, wrapping, and loom weaving. Applique quills are stitched into hide in a manner that covers the stitches. In wrapping, a single quill may be wrapped upon itself or 2 quills may be intertwined. Quills can be appliqued singly to form curvilinear patterns, as found on Odawa pouches from the 18th century. This technique lends itself to floral designs popularized among northeastern tribes by Ursuline nuns. Huron women excelled at floral quill work during the 18th and 19th centuries. Plains quill work is characterized by bands of rectangles creating geometrical patterns found also in plains painting. Rosettes of concentric circles of quill work commonly adorned historical plains men's shirts, as did parallel panels of quill work on the sleeves. These highly abstracted designs had layers of symbolic meaning. The Red River Ojibwe of Manitoba created crisp, geometric patterns by weaving quills on a loom in the 19th century. Today, quill work never died out as a living art form in the northern plains. Some communities that had lost their quill work tradition have been able to revive the art form. For instance, no women quilled in the Dean community of Wati, Northwest Territories by the late 1990s. The Dean Cultural Institute held 2 workshops there in 1999 and 2000, effectively reviving quill work in Wati. The art form is very much alive today. Examples of contemporary, award-winning quill workers include Juanita Growing Thunder Fogarty, artist, Dorothy Brave Eagle of Denver, Colorado, P. Kanashiosh of St. Regis Mohawk Reservation, Sarah Hardesty of Jean Marie River, Northwest Territories, Leon DeFast Buffalo Horse of Browning, Montana, and Deborah McGee Scherer of Cutbank, Montana. Northern Lakes College of Alberta, Canada teaches a college-level course in quillwork art.